holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
On first down, Hayden.
That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. He's to the 15. And they will score. Pick six for the Texans TD. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I'm starting to get the sense throughout the league that more of the special teams coordinators give their guys the green light to bring the ball out because everyone wants big plays to happen. I don't know if that philosophy will hold after that era there, turn it over that deep in their own territory.
Do guys go rogue there a lot based on feeling?
I think a lot of them just sense that they can make a play and make a huge one to help their team. And they have to have that athletic arrogance about themselves. And every now and then, though, it'll cost them. And that's what we just saw there.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with second and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Catch number 100 for his career right there. That's good enough to keep the chains moving.
To the right side and caught by Dell. Touchdown! Take Dell. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early often.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Hayden. That is caught. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
You look at the defense for these Texans.
Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass, so 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
Looking to throw. Hayden. Again, it's Johnson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson from 19 yards away. And the Steelers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Derek Stingley will bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. You just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again. But I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, first down.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's complete to Dell.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
The Texans at 500, 7-7 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club. It's more than capable of turning things around. I expect them to go really well here.
Well, first down, they're going to pick up the 25.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Dancing to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Ball on the 39. Here's a 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Hayden fires the out route and completes it to Harris. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Now he breaks free in the middle of the field. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Carrying this out from the end zone. Here's Stingley. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now a 2nd and 10. As Stroud now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Harris running straight ahead.
Oh, that's just not fair. Now room to run.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a first down carry for Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there keeping the toes in bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Now they'll shift things around.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Hayden. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal is not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. What a great play there. 58 yards.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. To throw on second down, Hayden. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line.
It's not the first time we've seen him get run up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud.
Being chased out left. And they do get this across midfield to the 49, but a small consolation prize as he's well short of the first. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter.
Carrying this out from the end zone, here's Stingley.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Here now a 3rd down and 8. Now Stroud.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can now afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Now Austin. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's up to 70 yards receiving now as that last catch gets him a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but more mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Throwing again. Hayden. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and they'll throw incomplete. He'll get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple of weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. They run for it with Harris, going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. On 1st and 10, Hayden. Here's Johnson with a reception. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. Hayden. Flushed out right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Stroud sets up the play action. Completes it to the fullback hand. Touchdown, Texans. C.J. Ham, 27 yards. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hayden, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens, 70 yards. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception.
Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it right there. A well-executed series helps reestablish some confidence in him to run this offense.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And carrying this out from the end zone, here's Stingley.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds across the 50. Great return.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, then he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Steps away to his left. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Hayden. He gets it complete to Harris. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Stroud now on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for Houston 1st down. 1 quarter remains offense here in this Thursday night matchup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Dameon Pierce.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
He's to the 10.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one.
Back to throw. Hayden. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Sheds off the tackle.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers.
Deontay Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Hands it off out of the gun, and only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Here's Austin. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down. Hayden. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Off the play fake. Hayden. Flush to his... And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Escaping the pressure right. And a loose football.
Down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
On first down, Hayden. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Houston, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,
it.